Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Tuesday night draw stream. If you're wondering what you're looking at here, this is from earlier today. A very very active viewer was wanting to see this Phineas and Ferb drawing, so here he is. This is how it turned out. I mean, hey, it's not. I don't think it's my best work, but I gave it the old college try. Excuse me. But anyway, so this week, what I want to do is something related to Mortal Kombat. Since we have I just recently saw a trailer for the new upcoming Mortal Kombat movie, and I don't know, not saying it's going to be a masterpiece or anything, but I thought the last one was fun for what it was. Here's the kind of better non-skewed angle of it. But anyway, yeah, so I thought the last movie was kind of fun for what it was. It wasn't mind-blowing, but, you know, I'm a long-time Mortal Kombat fan, so I've been thinking it would be fun to give that a shot. I'm debating between Scorpion or SubZero, because those are kind of my two go-tos, you know what I mean? So, just trying to, working on figuring that out. So the reason I have two pages here is because one's going to be for when I eventually get to color, the second page is going to be like a test page for me. So still trying to figure out exactly which character I want to do, but the beauty about those characters is they're very similar in their design. So if I just start drawing one of them, I should be able to get one. Why is the focus being weird? Focus. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, focus. Focus. You can do it. You can do it. All right. All right, cool. Here we go. Let's, looks like that's sticking. All right. So, kind of leaning towards SubZero because he's the one that I tend to mainline when I play Mortal Kombat. So let's give that a shot. Probably just for sake of time being able to get this done, maybe I can do a kind of like a chest up shot, maybe, or like a head and torso shot. So let's see if we can get him doing something cool here. I can have his. Yeah, maybe I can have like some frost coming off of here. Yeah, I'll have to look up some reference a little bit for the costume details, but for now, I'm just getting in the general pose. Because this guy, let's see, because this hand, maybe he's got one of his, like, I know in one of the games, I can't remember which one, yeah, he can make these, like, axes out of ice. Let's see. Maybe something like that. Hold on. Looks like the Twitch didn't go through. Let's see what happened here. Weird. Okay. Well, sorry. I guess doesn't look like Twitch is gonna work, but huh? That's weird. I was working earlier today. Oh well. We'll just yeah. I don't know how to start another one without, or how to bring it up without stopping the stream. So I guess we'll just have to try again next week. But anyway, hope all of you here are doing well. I'll try to do like a Joe Mad hand, kind of like that, and get the. I guess I could do his legs if I, let's see. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I can live with that. We got the axe, head, and this, I guess, is where I would start looking for a reference here. I know he's got the belt. He's got kind of the thing. Very scribbly. Very scribbly. Hope you can hear that sharpening. I don't know if that counts as ASMR or not, but there you go. There we go. Now he's got the been warming up a bit. So, all right, cool. So we got kind of a good layout. Sup, Jake? How's it going? Who dat? This is going to be, it's intending to be SubZero. They, from Mortal Kombat. I saw, earlier today, they, I guess it's not new. I guess it's been out a while, but I saw a trailer for the new Mortal Kombat movie they're coming out with Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, and I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, like the last movie wasn't phenomenal by any means, but I thought it was pretty fun for what it was, and there were some parts in this trailer that, not gonna lie, got me intrigued. And I was like, okay, and so I wanted to draw a Mortal Kombat character, and my go-to Mortal Kombat guy is SubZero. He's one of my go-tos. Him and Noob Saibot are like my two main go-tos. But I thought but SubZero was my first main, so I figured, well, pay him some homage. Let's see. But how you been doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. Master Figures, welcome back. Welcome back. How's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, I gotta, let's see. Be sure to finish him. Exactly. Fatality. Of course. It's always SubZero wins. Fatality. That's how it always goes. Who are you drawing? SubZero from Mortal Kombat. I just explained earlier. I was drawing. I watched the trailer they just released for the new Mortal Kombat movie that's got Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, and I don't know. Like, I'm not expecting it to be an amazing movie because the last one was kind of so-so, but it had its moments that I thought were fun. But I'm a longtime fan of that franchise and of the games. You just got to learn the move. You got to learn the freeze moves, man. You got to learn how to Yeah, learn how to time that freezing move. And, yeah. Cool man. Ha, ba-dumps. Oh, yeah, and I strongly encourage ice puns. I'm all about those. Many of you guys saw that Batman and Robin movie back in the day with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Allow me to break the ice. Let's see. He's got like a hood, right? Now this is where my memory of him my memory of his costume is starting to reach its limit here. So give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up a bit of reference for him. Let's see. The thing, too, is he's gone through so many different costume variations over the years. SubZero. Yes, love that movie. Yeah, dude. I thought the last one was it was fine. I didn't think it was amazing, but I thought it was fun for what it was. But there's a lot I enjoyed. But yeah, the trailer for this new one looked like fun, and the fact that they showed that they had Noob Saibot in it, who's another one of my faves to play as. I was like, all right, I'm in. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for his. Classic original look. She's got kind of this hood here. He's got this hood. Then he's got the kind of this vest thing. It kind of goes like this, and he's got the thing. I need a better. There we go. Okay. He's got the belt here. The vest kind of comes in like that. Problem is this reference doesn't show the full outfit here. Let's see. SubZero Classic. Ah, here we go. Perfect. Perfect. You should watch David Finch. He's an amazing. Oh, dude. Yeah, no joke. David Finch is amazing. Yeah, I watch him quite regularly, actually. A lot of what I've learned, especially in the last few years, has been from watching that channel. So yeah, definitely check out David Finch. Okay, so he's kind of got the like that, and then of course he'd have cage, and then he's got the kind of tassel thing, and then this is all. God, I love this. I love his classic outfit. But yeah, no, David Finch is fantastic. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bart Sears, another amazing artist. He's been just recently started live streaming and posting videos, and yeah, that dude is an absolute legend. When it comes to teaching art, and he's a phenomenal artist in his own right. He's definitely worth checking out. Dax. Oh yeah, was he the one? Sorry, remind me. Your superhero. He was the one that had the fire and super strength, right? Dax was a good name. It's supposed to be an ice axe, so I can make it a little bit more jagged. Yeah, I think Dax is a great name. Yeah, the thing with names is, yeah, you kind of got to sit with them for a bit and just try them out, and yeah, and then see as you go, see if it sticks or see if something changes. Let's see. I'm not really Kind of looks like he's kind of looks like he's sucking in. I don't want him to do that. Yeah. Okay, so his arms are bare. Well, the reality is I still could easily turn him into Scorpion at this point, because especially in the classic outfits, they all had the same exact look. But nah, SubZero's my dude. X-Back. That could work too. Between those two, I don't know. I think Dax kind of flows a little bit better. X-Back's a little bit different, a little bit unique, so that could work too. But hey, you know the character better than I do, so yeah, try them out, play with it, see which one you think just fits. And a lot of times, yeah, and to be honest, the name is not quite as important as the character, because if you think about it, names like Luke Skywalker, I mean, we all, well, up until Last Jedi, all love that character, and when you think about it, Skywalker, that name could be easily considered kind of corny, but the character was handled so well that we really just didn't even care what his name was. X-Back sounds like a villain name. Yeah. Or to me, like X-Back, it sounds like a, I don't know, almost like a covert, like military group or, something like that. Or like some kind of specialized, this is an operation for X-Back. But that's just me. But it could be a really cool villain name, for sure. Let's see. And I realize it looks really wonky proportions on that camera, but this is kind of a little more accurate. So what it actually is, I guess I am working on an angle. I think it's just more comfortable for long periods of time, and it helps prevent me from skewing the image as much. You're cool. Oh, thanks, man. Back at you. Back at you. Thank you very much. I love talking stories, man. I love it. Story creation. I love when people are creating stuff. But like my barbarian character, I think Master Figures, I think you were here when I was drawing them yesterday. I can't remember if you were or not, but yeah, that name Domini, that, I don't know, that's just the name I've had forever. Honestly, I've gone back and forth with that name on several characters, but I had a character back in the day. I may still do something with him, who knows, but kind of my superhero character. He had the powers to absorb different types of energies and then amplify them and then shoot them back out. And he can, he could use various types of energies. So like he could, absorb, a gust of wind and then use that to, fly or, create a tornado or something. Or he could, absorb a, fire and, fire, that kind of stuff. And yeah, so for some reason, the more and more I thought about that, the more the name AMP came to mind, or at least that word AMP. So I started just playing with it, and I just thought, it kind of works. At least for me, anyway. I thought it kind of worked, so I just stuck with it. And like I said, I haven't done anything with that character in a while, but yeah, just think about, I don't know, if there's any characters that you really like, or you like the Predator. Absolutely. The first one, anyway. First one's by far the best. I did like the second one with Danny Glover. I can't say I really cared for any of the more recent ones. I haven't seen the most recent ones. But yeah, I thought the first one is an absolute classic. Get out of here. Stick around. Come on, man. You're bleeding, man. Ain't got time to bleed. Okay, man. Well, you got time to duck? Classic. Classic. Yeah, I gotta get some of those old Dark Horse Predator comics from like back in the 80s and 90s. Those are supposed to be really awesome. So then, kind of like that, and then this part is all black, and this is all black, but you gotta get the muscles in there. SubZero works out, so we gotta get those muscles in there. Yeah, I'm debating about even having his legs in here. I might just make it a torso shot. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just bring this leg down. Of course, I could always do like the classic. He's got a bunch of. He's like standing in a big ice vortex. Actually, you know what? I might just do that. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right. Is it a cheat? Maybe. Or it's efficient. And cool. Okay, and then... So he's got these bands. His hand, he's got these kind of pads on the back of his hands. I mean, most of this stuff's going to be blacked out anyway. And this stuff's all black. I don't know if you can even see that, but that's kind of the general gist. I wanted that hand to just really be flying at you. Then I can kind of do some like frost. Oh yeah, here we go. I can do like an ice ball forming. That'll be fun. Okay, so I got the ice ball forming, and he's got his ice axe, and I got these big ice pillars. Got that thing. Still learning anatomy. It's tough, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm no master at it by any means. But a couple of really good resources. Well, David Finch, like you mentioned, he's got some great videos on it. There's a guy named George Bridgman. You can get his books really cheap. He's kind of one of those old masters that, like, yeah, he was a commercial artist from back in the day and a teacher. He's got a lot of great resources on it. There's a website here on YouTube called Proco. They have an online school, art school, but they do post a lot of free lessons. And their anatomy lessons are phenomenal. So, yeah. So hopefully those help out. But yeah, a lot of it is just kind of memorization and just kind of learning kind of what does what. You don't really need to worry about learning the Latin names. I mean, you can, but you don't really have to. Let's see. I know Proco. Awesome. Yeah, I've learned a lot from him. I've got several of his. I've got quite a few of his courses through his website, which is really, and I found them all very helpful. So what kind of stuff do you like to draw? Okay, I think that's probably good. I'm going to do a little bit of an experimentation with the inking on this. If I can find my pen, where'd it go? Could have swore I had it like right here. Whoopsies. Ah. Found it. I want to try this guy out. This is a calligraphy, a Zig calligraphy brush pen. I've been messing with these a little bit, and they take a little getting used to, but they're pretty sweet. They got kind of a chisel tip on them, so they're great for getting those kind of more chunky, jaggedy kind of shapes. And I feel like a guy like SubZero, that would benefit them quite a bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and lighten up the pencil lines a little bit. That way it's not messing with the ink so much. And it'll also make it easier later on when I wipe out all the pencils so I can color it. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that. It's got that little square chisel tip. Takes a little getting used to, but man, you can get some pretty cool shapes with it. Since his hand is up front, we'll just go ahead and get that in there. I don't know, this one might be running out a little bit on me. And this is supposed to be like a big ice ball. So most of that will show through when we color it. Let's see. Yeah, I know in most of this bodysuit under the blue vest, that's all solid black, but I'm going to try to not do... I'm going to try not to black it out completely with the inks. I still want to leave some color in there for highlights. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but any guys out there, fellow Mortal Kombat fans? If so, who's your favorite fighter? Fatality. Let's see. Let's see. I think that's kind of showing through. Let's see. Yeah. Kind of losing some of the strokes here. But, oh, that's right. He's got those knee pads. He's got those shin guards. What type of markers do you use? For coloring, I've been using Copic for quite a long time, but very recently I started switching to these this brand called Ohu. Let's see if I can get it in the screen here. Yeah, this brand right here. They're a whole lot cheaper than Copic's, and I gotta tell you, they're pretty darn good. Yeah, I'm quite happy with them. So I'll definitely be using those to color this guy for sure. All right, so Daniel Evans. For God so loved the world and gave his... Very true. John 3:16 right there. Thank you very much, Daniel Evans. Appreciate that. Yes. Oh, yeah. If you're on a lighter budget, which I very much am, Ohu is pretty easy to recommend. Let's see. Kind of want to get that. He's kind of got this. Yeah, his mask has this, or his hood, I should say, has this real sharp angle on the side. I kind of want to make sure to, or on the edges, I really want to make sure I get that. And then the details of this mask in here, I'm going to use microns for, because they're a little bit smaller. I get a little bit more control over them. But yeah, these guys, these zigs work beautifully for these larger areas, or blocking things in. I can always go back and thicken things up if need be. Add some more line weights. Yeah, I don't think he really needs a gap in there because he's SubZero. He can handle it. But you know what? We'll just throw it in there anyway. SubZero wins. Fatality. Not gonna lie, I contemplated drawing him doing one of his fatalities, but I thought, that might not go well on YouTube. But yeah, here's hoping that the new Mortal Kombat movie turns out good. I mean, I love Carl Urban, and seeing him as Johnny Cage, I think, is a pretty good fit. Loved him as Judge Dredd. Loved him as Judge Dredd. That movie is very... I know it gets a lot of respect now, so I guess I can't really call it underrated, but it's still... The amount of people I meet that have never heard of that movie still saddens me. It's just so dang good. But anyway, yeah, I think he has a... I think he can be a really good Johnny Cage. As long as they let him be Johnny Cage. Next time, can you draw Spawn? Hey, that's an idea. I can give him a shot. You know what? That's a good idea. Yeah, maybe I'm not going to have time today. And I also, probably a good time to mention, I will be out of town next Tuesday, so I won't be doing my weekly stream that week, but I'll be streaming the rest of this week. And I'll probably be streaming that Monday next week before I head out. So, but that Tuesday stream will not be happening. But maybe, yeah, you know what? Maybe let's do a Monday night at 7. next week, and yeah, I'll tackle Spawn. That's a good idea. Let's see. Do you have a particular favorite version of Spawn? Like the classic, or do you like the cowboy Spawn or the medieval Spawn or I draw Spawn dealing with was it Billy Kincaid? Ooh boy. I feel like I kind of want to do the Keith David like 90s animated Spawn where he's voiced by Keith David. Oof. So good. So like get out. Classic is mine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with you on that one. Yeah, I admit I haven't drawn a ton of spawns, so that could be a fun challenge. He's got a lot of details, so that could be that could be fun. Alrighty. I don't know. He's in danger of looking like he's got mascara on. I don't know. Let's see. You know what? Let's just do this. Legendary artist Wally Wood famously said, when in doubt, black it out. How cartoony your style is, it will fit with Spawn. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, of course. I am definitely a big Todd McFarlane and Greg Capullo fan for sure. Huge fan of those guys. So absolutely, that'd be fun. Yeah, drawing Spawn in some kind of dark, creepy alleyway kind of thing. Oh yeah, you can have a lot of fun with that. Um, yeah, with all those chains and the giant cape. Oh yeah, you can have a lot of fun with that. Hello, Mark Bagley. Yeah, Mark Bagley's great too. Yeah, I really first found him, Mark Bagley, doing when he was doing his run on Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, I collected all of those trades back in the day, and that's kind of where I first saw him. But yeah, Mark Bagley's awesome. He's fast too. Yeah, I heard I just heard him announce recently that he's retiring from sequential pages, which is kind of a bummer. But at the same time, the guy's been doing it for almost 30 years, so you know, hats off to you, dude. But yeah, I mean, geez, he designed Carnage and yeah, fantastic work. Yeah, his Ultimate Spider-Man run is definitely an all-timer for me. Okay. Now I'm just kind of picking out where I want my black shapes to go. Pretty much all of this is going to get blacked out. But yeah, no, my list of favorite artists is that's a long one. Yeah, Mark Bagley's great. David Finch. Joe Mad's probably my all-time top favorite. But yeah, but then of course you got all the legends like, you know, John Buscema, Jack Kirby. I mean, Frank Miller, I wouldn't say Frank Miller is like my favorite in terms of his art style that he puts out, but I love his storytelling, especially, you know, when he did like Dark Knight and, you know, Batman Year One, all that. Well, actually, he didn't draw Batman Year One, but like the Dark Knight Returns is an all-time classic for a good reason. I mean, it's phenomenal. But yeah, he hits you with that iconography, those iconic shots where you're just like, oh yeah, I remember that. Let's see, where is my, there we go. Of course, no favorite artist list is complete without mentioning Frank Frazetta. I've been on a bit of a Frazetta kick lately. That dude is, there's a reason that guy was a master, or is often considered a master. I may just have to do an artist appreciation stream sometime. I mean, I know I'm not the first one to do that. I wouldn't be the first to have done that. A lot of people do that, but like Richard Friend does that. But, you know, hey, I'm a comic book fan. I'm an artist fan. This stuff. Silver Comet. Hello, hello. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? How are you doing? Welcome. We're doing well. I am doing fantastic. Thank you. I'm not completely botching this drawing of the guy that I just completely forgot. SubZero. So my brain's not working so great, but I'm not hating my drawing, so you know what? I call that a win. How are you doing? Migraine on my end. Oh, sorry to hear that. Migraines suck. Hopefully my soothing voice can help to lessen. Help to lessen. I know some people really love the sound of the tools on the board. I don't know if you can hear that in the microphone. Here, let me try it. I don't know if that was picking up or not, but let's see. Yeah, we were just talking favorite artists. Let's see. Yep, that helps. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Yeah, we're talking favorite artists, and earlier I threw out the question of like favorite Mortal Kombat characters, or I guess fighting game characters in general, if you want to open it up. That was quite a fighting game fan back in the day. Well, I still am. Let's be honest. I love a good fighting game. And keep a list of artists. Me too, man. I was just saying earlier, my favorite artist list is just massive because there's just so many good people. Like I know yesterday I was doing no, not yesterday. Monday. Geez, my days are blurring together. Yeah, Monday I was doing some Joe Mad studies. He's probably one of my all-time favorites. Joe Madureira, if you're not familiar with him. Dude's awesome. Yeah, but who are some of yours? Silver comment. Who are some of your most notables? Kim Jong-gi. Oh, yeah. That dude. That guy was inhuman. That's just, oh my gosh. What that guy was able to do, yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I don't blame you on that one. How he just made it always look so easy. David Proko, Mark Burnett. Oh, yeah, those are all great ones, too. Yeah, I've been on a bit of a. Every so often, I kind of I kind of jump on the bandwagon, I guess, of going through my David Finch, not David Finch. Well, I mean, I love David Finch, but Frank Frazetta phase. Yeah, but I've been going through a lot of old school guys. Drawing Daredevil, awesome. Uh, yeah, Master Fingers. Yeah, tag me on Twitter under GolemWulf when you get it done. I'd love to see it. If you want to, no pressure. But I'd love to see it. Yeah, I'd love, yeah, for people to draw along. And something I've been thinking about is starting getting a Discord going where people can just post their sketches and whatnot, just kind of hang out. I'm tempted to have like a spinal cord hanging from this ice ball since it is SubZero. He'd be doing that, but I don't know if YouTube would appreciate that, so we're going to use restraint. These ice caps are supposed to be like really sharp. If any of you guys live in a cold weather climate like I do, you've seen how sharp those icicles can get, like the ones that are hanging off your roof. Imagine being able to just hurl those at people. SubZero wins. Fatality. And again, the camera is tilted and skewed, so this is kind of more the actual proportions. I think I might just black all this out in the front here, to be honest with you. I might just... We'll hang off on that for now, but I'm thinking I might just do that. If I do, I'll do that with the markers when I color it. But yeah, let's go ahead and pick up these. Get that pencil. I know erasing is so much fun to watch, I'm sure. Oh yeah, I gotta get that. He's got that little pad on the back of his hand, so I gotta give him that. Okay. So here we are. So I think, let's see, I might do a little bit of hatching in a couple spots just to kind of clean it up a little bit. I don't know if that's even showing up. I don't know if that's showing up there, but yeah, you can use those little hash lines. Focus. Like on the chest there, you can kind of see that. I'm not sure how well that's coming across the camera, but it kind of helps give that illusion of a gray there. It kind of softens it up a bit. And so yeah, because I want this to not be super crazy. Oh, that's right. He's got this whole, let's see. SubZero wins. It's kind of like a heavy quilted material, so probably not going to wrinkle a whole lot. All right, so now we can go ahead and fill in the black areas of the legs. And since I want you to look more at the face and the hands, I'm not going to worry too much about putting highlights on the legs. I'm just going to be happy with letting these fall in the black. Because the first thing I want you to notice is the hands and the head. Hey, Mom. Looking good, thank you very much. Back at you. All right, everybody. My mom's here, so behave yourselves. Yep, just finishing up the inks here on good old SubZero, and then we're going to move into coloring. So this should be fun. That's right. Show my mom respect. Thanks, Master Figures. Master Figures is a good guy. Or girl, I don't know. I don't want to assume. Good person. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I gotta finish. Black out the calves. Because, yeah, this and this area are blue. It's kind of got that, the blue knee pad and the blue shin guard. Yeah. Sup, Rev? How's it going, brother? Going good, man. Going good. Thanks for stopping by. Looking forward to seeing you next week, bro. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm working on. I don't know if you saw. They have a trailer they just released for the next Mortal Kombat movie they got coming out, and Carl Urban's going to be playing Johnny Cage, which I'm pretty okay with. And I mean, I thought the last one was. Did you have a voice for this character? Thanks. Well, I mean, SubZero, he's been voiced by a few people, but I almost did the "get over here," but that's Scorpion, so don't slaughter me. I know that's different, but I mean, the classic voice for Mortal Kombat is the whole "SubZero wins, fatality." But yeah, Rev, are you a Mortal Kombat guy, or do you have do you have like a go-to character you play as? This has come along great. Thanks, Silver Comet. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Rev, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, and all the thumbs ups on the video if you haven't already. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Yeah, and again, I got a bit more of an audience than I did earlier when I said it. I will be out of town next Tuesday, so I'm not going to be streaming next Tuesday. But so what I'm going to do instead is stream the day before that Monday, and yeah, Master Figures challenged me to try my hand at Spawn. So I think that'll be a fun challenge to see how much of a disaster I can make of that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the last Mortal Kombat movie, like it was not a great movie. Let's be honest. It was, it was fine for what it was, but there was a lot of fun to be had in it. I thought Kano was great. I thought the whole idea of like adding a whole new character just for the movie, I never like when they do that. I thought that was kind of lame. Like, who cares about Cole? I want to see Scorpion and SubZero fighting. But in this trailer, they showed Scorpion fighting Noob Saibot, and he's another favorite of mine from the game. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, oh, dude. My inner nerd heart did feel happy at that moment. Did feel some joy. Let's see. I'm just noodling now with the inks. I probably should just get the color. Raiden or Scorpion? Yeah, those are solid choices, man. Very solid choices. Oh God, Raiden with that one where he slams in you into the wall and bounces. Oh my gosh, that's such a cheap shot move. I may or may not have lost a friend over spamming that move. But yeah, no, that's awesome. But yeah, SubZero was my guy from the beginning. I mean, I love those guys too, for sure. When I was going into this stream, I was debating about doing Scorpion or SubZero, but the beauty of it is the classic costumes are the same exact designs, so I figured I could just start it and always change it. Yeah, Street Fighter. Yeah, I mean, hey, I get it. Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. I'm a fighting game fan in general, so I love all those games. But yeah, no, Mortal Kombat's great. I love Dulcim and um, uh, who's the big Russian guy? Oh, that's bug me now. Chat, help me out. Who's the big Russian guy in Street Fighter? The Red Cyclone. That guy. It's gonna bug me now. I loved him. But like, yeah, old school Soul Calibur was fantastic. Zangief, thank you, Rev. Appreciate it. That's embarrassing from a nerd perspective. No one can face the Red Cyclone. You're just like, I love this guy. I love him. Yeah, I know the key with him is mastering his. Yeah, if you can time those grapples, he's got some wicked grapple moves. A lot of people say he sucks, and it's like, hey, fair enough, but just gotta learn how to use him, man. Zangief, the Red Cyclone. I want to draw a Street Fighter character. Add it to the list. Yeah, I already promised Master Figures I'd be doing Spawn on Monday next week, so I'm locked into that one. I'm a man of my word. Can I see that? Oh yeah, Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, he must not have been here when I showed it earlier. Yeah, for those that don't know, L11 the animator is apparently a massive Phineas and Ferb fan, and so earlier today I let him bully me into doing a Phineas and Ferb drawing. I don't know how well it turned out, but I learned these characters as I was drawing them, so this was my attempt. So there you go, buddy. That one's for you. And then Mads20 from on Twitch channel mentioned drawing a Wonder Woman. So this is as far as I got on that. I'm going to try to finish this one later, but for this stream, we're focusing on SubZero. Sup, Jess? How's it going? Looks good. Awesome. I know. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. I know. 11. He's a diehard fan, so I wanted to make sure I got that right for you. Thanks, bud. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks to some of the youngins in my family, I've gotten quite adept at drawing characters I've never heard of before. Like this 4th of July. Forgive me if you were here on earlier. I was telling the story, but yeah, my 4th of July, I was hanging out with my cousin's daughter, who is 10 now, and she asked me to draw her this character I'd never heard of before called Sophia the First. And I was like, who's that? And she just looked at me like I was like, for real? She gave me that real, like, for real kind of look. She's like, I've been watching her since I was 3. And I'm like, that's great, but I still don't know who that is. And then my cousin, her mom, came over. Oh, you're drawing Sophia the First. And I'm like, apparently I'm the only person that doesn't know who this is. So, I guess I've officially reached that point in my life where I am out of touch with the youths. So what do I know? Okay, I gotta quit procrastinating on the inks. I gotta start coloring here. Let's see. Oh, actually, we're doing really good time-wise. Wow, this is going a lot faster than I was expecting. Okay, all right, cool. I might add a couple more. Might add some more ice spikes here. I'm having some fun with that. Oh man, I just thought of that. Man, if I had some, I might be able to make it work. I could experiment with doing, like, trying to see if I can get like a frost breath effect with like a. I know I could do it with a pastel or something, which unfortunately I don't have. But I do have some white colored pencils, so I might be able to mess around with that a little bit. Who knows? Okay, now I'm just getting greedy. Okay. We'll do one more swipe of the eraser just to make sure I got everything off that I don't want to be on there. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we got quite the crowd tonight. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Hope you all are doing good. And just to make sure we got colors working the way we want them to, I got myself a handy dandy spare sheet. This here is for testing colors. Do you know when you're eligible for super chats? Yeah, I'm slowly approaching that. I think they want you to have. Oh, bye, Master Figures. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think. I forget how many hours they need you to fill. I'm a little ways off from that, but we're approaching that slowly but surely. All right, let's see. I kind of want to, you know what? Let's go ahead and start with the skin tones because I think that's going to be the easiest ones here. Let's see. Since he is all about ice, he's probably not going to be in the sun getting much of a tan. So let me find my go-to skin tone colors. Where'd you go? Here we go. And we'll see how well these show up on. That's pretty. I might be able to use that for something later, but that's not quite the one I want. Sand. Definitely not that one. Oh, yeah, it's kind of more of a leather color. Where'd it go? Nah. Sorry about that. This bag has, the bag all these are in has very little organization, so I'm kind of having to fish around for them. Or should I color this in? Nah, I was going to say I could do color pencil, but nah, I don't think I'm going to. Let's see, what is this one? That's sand white. We tried that one already. E090. Well, this is embarrassing. Let's see. You know what? He'll just have a little bit of a suntan. Why not? No. And that's the downside about markers, is you kind of need to... Welcome back. Welcome back. You know what? I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do colored pencil. Why not? Bear with me just a second while I get those out. Color pencils of choice are going to be Castle Arts Premium Soft Touch Colored Pencils. Feel free to sponsor me if you so choose. You're on Amazon? Oh, cool. Did you get something cool? Welcome back. So here's the swatches for that colored pencils I got. So I don't necessarily have to test them, but I still probably will as we go. Why not? So here we go. Let's try this guy out. That makes a good base tone. Someone included my video and used credit. I don't... Sorry, bud. I'm not quite entirely sure what that means. Okay, so we're going to have that as my base skin tone. And then for my shadow tone, I like to use the, let's see, well, because of the ice, I kind of want to use more of a bluer color. So yeah, I'll do that one. We'll see how those look together. That's a little tight. That's a little too much. So let's try this one. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. So yeah, I like to start with the shadow tones first, and then you can kind of work your way out into the lighter colors. So kind of making up where my light source is. It's kind of up top, kind of coming down this way. You can kind of tell by the way I've got it lit here. But the beauty about comic books and kind of cartoon illustrations is you got quite a bit of leeway in terms of what you can get away with. Yeah, we got plenty of time, so this shouldn't be an issue. Let's see. Didn't get anything right now. Yeah, I know. Amazon's one of those dangerous places for me because I'm always like, oh man, I want that and I need that. But do I really need that though? Or am I just telling myself I need it? Because I just really, really want it that badly. It's a struggle, man. It's a struggle. Okay. Kind of like that. Get the inside of his palm. The inside of his knuckles here. And then we can come in with the lighter color. Just kind of blend out from it. Like so. Hopefully that's showing up okay on the camera. I don't know. When I'm done, I'll post a proper scan of it so you can see. But yeah, it looks pretty good here from where I am. So hopefully that shows up on camera. If not, I'll well, I mean, regardless, I'm going to post a scan of this when it's done. So hopefully it won't look so bad, or it'll be more visible, I should say. Yeah, the beauty about colored pencils is you can layer them to an extent. You can get a couple layers out of them depending on how hard you press. But once you really start bearing down, yeah, you do risk kind of flattening the texture of the paper and therefore just getting absolutely no room out of it, or no, yeah, you just can't get any more pigment. So, yeah, just kind of play around with it. There we go. Nice, smooth. Oh, nope. Yeah, we'll just call that a reflection. Yeah, no skin tone, going on the ice ball. That's what I get for trying to read chat and draw at the same time. So we know on Monday I'm going to be drawing Spawn. I kind of like Rev mentioning, yeah, when Rev mentioned Street Fighter, I'm kind of thinking about doing a Street Fighter character now. Any preference to which Street Fighter character I should do? There's the one thing about colored pencils is since these are the soft ones, you kind of have to sharpen them a little more regularly. Let's see. I need to stay with the sides so I don't have to sharpen them down or wear them down as fast. Okay, so that's it for that one. Let's see, oops. Kind of want to get a little bit more shadow in there. Yeah, that's good enough. And then blues. We want a very light tinted blue to start with. I'm going to try doing the ice parts first, because those are the ones that are, to be honest, the most scary for me. So let's see. Let's see. So this is. It might be useful later. Let's try this one. Ooh, okay. All right. I like that one. Okay. So let's just go ahead and kind of get this going. And I'm going to leave some areas open on the way of the page, because I want this to be, I want this to be somewhat reflective, because it is ice. Worst case scenario, I can come in with some white out and add some highlights back in. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. So I'm kind of using this blue almost more as a shadow color than anything. Something kind of like that. It's not looking too bad, if I dare say so myself. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay. So do I want to try? Let's see. Which one do I put here? So that one I'm definitely going to use for the suit. I want to try. Yeah, maybe we'll try it. Just in certain areas. Just a little subtle shadow area. Just to kind of. Something kind of like that, maybe. Okay. So then, now we can do the X. Yeah, again, I'm kind of treating this blue on the ice like a shadow color, because ice is quite reflective. So I'm trying to create that illusion by kind of using this as a shadow where, like, it might curve or dip or something. And since this is kind of a hard, jagged surface, I'm trying to get a little bit more sharp and jagged with my pencil lines. Here, one second. There we go. come in with the shadow color. Yeah, it's a real subtle shadow color. There we go. I think that's good for now. At least on the ice here. Kind of outline some of those. There we go. Let's see. That's awesome. Start conversation. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I saw Master. Yeah, Master Figures. You said earlier you were working on a Daredevil piece, which is really cool. It's come to life. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. I admit I've never created an ice effect with colored pencils before, so this is very much an experiment. But excuse me, but I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out so far. I'm thinking I might this whole foreground area. I think I'm just gonna black it out with some ink. Yes, welcome back. SubZero wins. Yeah, I know in one of the more recent, one of the newer versions of the game, they had that animation where he'd win and he'd like punch the ground and create this whole big like spiked ice area. That was really fun. So that's kind of where this idea is coming from. Kind of using this slightly darker blue as kind of a sharp, like this is where that shadow stops. Kind of helps give it that little more of that jagged edge look. Cool. So then what I'm going to do, at least for this area, is I am going to fill this in black with ink. And I have just the tool to do that. Bear with me 1 second. This big bad boy called the Faber-Castell. This is the big brush. It's a big dang tip for filling in big dang areas, which this is. So we're just gonna go to town. Go ahead and outline it, and then we'll just fill it in. Because as the great Wally Wood once said, when in doubt, black it out. Here, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to... Oh, yes. Wally's the best. He's a classic. Yeah, his figure work is not the most dynamic. I'll give him that. I will say that. But, my God, the way... Yeah, you can't deny that man's drawing skill. His figure work and his inking. I mean, yeah, his posing was not the most dynamic. But, yeah, his figure work, his drawing skill, like, the guy was a master. When in doubt, black it out. Yeah, then once I fill this in, then I'll get going on his suit. Get filling that color in. See how we doing time-wise. Oh, we're doing real good. Okay. I admit, this has come together a lot quicker than I expected, so that's always exciting. Helps when you got a big dang brush. Yeah, and since that actually works out, because if I was going over this with marker, this is legit India ink, and it takes a long time to dry. So if I was going over with those alcohol markers, this stuff would be pulling and smearing and sliding all over the place. And so thankfully, you don't have to do that with a marker. That's why I was kind of saving this till the end, because I was originally thinking I was going to do marker, but I don't know. I changed my mind. I changed my mind the last minute when I couldn't find some of those colors I was looking for. I can always come in with some white out later if I want to, but probably won't. There. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. Large black areas. Yeah, that's something that I'm trying to get better at too, is spotting the black areas. Not being afraid to doing that. Okay, so this is, which one was it? So this one? Yeah, so that's the suit color. I'm going to use that for the suit color. So I just got to pick out a shadow color, which that should do. All right, awesome. And then again, this part here is all black, so I'm going to use like a gray. I'm going to use like a dark gray for this area. But for the mask and the suit, I'm just going to use this blue here. Yeah, see, that's already looking very SubZero-ish, in my opinion. Yeah, it's funny. I discovered recently that on YouTube they've been uploading a bunch of full-length episodes of MythBusters, and which is a show I used to watch all the time back in the day, and so it's been kind of fun binge watching those. And yeah, it's fun. Find myself feeling a bit smarter. I love useless information, so that show's right up my alley. But it's like things like, I always wondered, like, you know what? That is a good question. What would happen if, Knight Rider pulled into the semi? Like, would that actually work in real life? Or would the car just go flying forward as soon as it hit? And, yeah, it's one of those, like, I never thought about that. But now that the question's been proposed, I'm kind of curious. Yeah, they recently did one, or the last one I watched, they did a Lethal Weapon myth, where the one where Danny Glover was stuck on the toilet because there was a bomb under the seat, under it, and so they used liquid nitrogen to freeze the detonation, because it was one of those like pressure switches, so as soon as he got off, it would go. And so, like, the bomb squad and everything put liquid nitrogen on it to freeze it and freeze the timer and everything. And then, they put a bomb blanket over the tub, and they had to go fly in and see if that'd work. And so, like, would any of that work? And yeah, it was kind of cool. I was like, hey, spoilers. But it actually turns out that whole entire sequence was valid. So there you go. So if you find yourself on the can and there's a pressure switch connected to a bomb, freeze it, get in the tub. Love it. Has nothing to do with SubZero or Mortal Kombat, but you know what? It's on my brain. Oh, God, I haven't done any ice puns in a while. Let's see. I mean, all the best ice puns are in Batman and Robin. Hey, Batman, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Talk about your cold shoulder. Classics. Or, of course, one of the best. Everybody, chill. Like, let's go kick some ice. Any other ice puns? Throw them in the chat. Ice puns are strongly encouraged. Or any puns, for that matter. All right, let's see. Pick a few spots. I don't want to go overboard with the shadows, but just a few spots here and there. Yeah, I know this thing with color pencils. There's this technique called varnishing, where you literally just ram the pencil tip into the paper, and you're just smashing down all the fibers, all the texture on the paper, and that's what gives you that real clean kind of look. I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna make you sit and watch me do that though. I'm not sure how fun that would be. Okay, so we'll call that good on the blue, and so now we just gotta do the black parts of the costume, and I'm gonna do a gray for that. Kind of like to try it. See, cool gray. This could be kind of. Yeah, that might work in some spots. Looks killer, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's a little dark for what I want. I don't know if you can see that here. Yeah, I admit, like, I thought about having like a spinal column hanging out, you know, like the classic move that he does, but I figured, YouTube might not appreciate that, and probably neither would my mom, who was here, so so I figured, we'll just stick with this. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of excited for that movie. We'll see what happens. I'm not expecting it to be a masterpiece. But yeah, no, Rev, help me out though, man. We're gonna be so Monday I'm gonna be doing Spawn for Master Figures, but you got me thinking. So the next stream, the week after that, I do want to draw a Street Fighter character, since you mentioned it, but I need help figuring out which Street Fighter character to draw. So help me out, bro. What you got? Or any recommendations? Whatever he's doing is awesome. Thanks, Mom. Guys, my mom's a badass. I don't mind saying that. Only speak the truth. Let's see. Guile. Okay, yeah. That's a good choice. Could draw the Jean-Claude Van Damme with his super thick French accent with the American flag tattooed on his shoulder. We are going to kick Bison's ass to next Sunday. Hey, what's up, Kent? How's it going? And again, okay, there we go. I know with my camera and everything, it looks really skewed, but here's kind of a little more of the proper angle of it. There, focus. There we go. Yeah. So, thank you. Yeah, this is good old SubZero. SubZero wins. Guile theme song. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Well, anytime I think Mortal Kombat. Oh, yeah, never mind. Guile. Jeez. But yeah, no, I've had that Mortal Kombat song stuck in my head. Mortal Kombat! But yeah, the Guile theme is absolutely. one of the greatest characters with one of the worst haircuts, but I love it. Sonic Boom! Cooked out the entire time, and Bison was so... Yeah, dude. No, I mean... no, but real talk. No, I love that movie. No, it's what it is. It's great. But, you know, hey... But you can't deny. I mean, it's kind of funny. Like, guy who's supposed to be the most American of Americans, and here he is, this thick French accent with the with the American flag tattoo. You know, just saying, it's funny. But no, Bison was phenomenal. He had no reason to be that good, no right to be that good, I should say. But yeah, no, it's good. And Guile, I remember. God, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. He didn't do a Sonic Boom in that, did he? I can't remember. I remember they had him do his big like backflip kick. Because I've fallen prey to that many a time. Just coming in with a black colored pencil just to kind of shore up some shadows. Somehow JCVD is the most American thing ever since Bloodsport. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. No, I gotta tell you. Okay, nerd rant incoming. Fair warning. They're in that Superman movie that just came out. They have a character, you know, Guy Gardner, who is a very underrated Green Lantern character. And I figured they wouldn't do this in the movie, but he has this great moment in the comics in the '80s where the Justice League International, they're stopping these aliens that are going around the planet trying to destroy all the nuclear power plants across the world, and they're on their way to Russia. Keep in mind, it's the '80s, so they're all like, "Oh crap, we know that Russia's going to blame the U.S. if we let them do it, so we got to stop them." And but we can't let them know we're coming, right? So they're flying in Russia in the Blue Beetle's, you know, spaceship, all incognito, and all of a sudden the Russian super soldiers see them and they start flying towards the ship, and Batman's all like, "Stay, don't engage, don't ever." Before he can even finish saying that, you got Guy Gardner out there, Green Lantern, beating the crap out of these Russian space dudes, just singing "God Bless America." And it's just like, I love this guy. I love it. I ain't missing out no chance to beat up some Rooskies. But yes, JCVD is definitely a treasure, for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do with this. I might... Let's see. Might shore up the white in the eyes a little bit. Just kind of add some white areas here. Don't know how this is going to do over the color pencil. But yeah, kind of make that. It's so good. Let's see. That's so good. I still need to see it. Yeah, dude. I mean, the Superman movie was fine. I had a lot of issues with it, but there's definitely some fun to be had with it for sure. I'll spare you that whole rant, but yeah, it's one of those, if you really turn your brain off and just really don't think too hard, there's definitely some fun to be had. But yeah, I always thought Guy Gardner was a very underrated character. All right. Well, I can't really think of anything else to add to this guy. So, outside of maybe shoring up some of the ink lines here. Actually, hang on. Let me get my ink brush back. Yeah, just picture this tough talking former New York cop out there just singing "God Bless America" as he's beating the crap out of Russian super soldiers in the. Ah, it's so good. Batman's just so pissed at him. Justice League International, man, from the 80s. If you ever want a comic recommendation, you really can't go wrong with that. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Sign it. You know what? I'll sign it with the white pen. There. Let's see. All right. All right. Not too shabby and under just a little over 2 hours. Feeling pretty good about that. Feeling pretty good. And once again, we'll hold it up correctly to the camera so you can get kind of the proper proportions. I will be scanning this up and posting it on the intrawebs. So if you want a better view of it, you'll get it there. But yeah, so I think we're gonna call that good. Just a little over 2 hours. So awesome. I think this turned out pretty good. Love it. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. All right. Well, everybody, again, just a reminder before we go, I will be out of town traveling next Tuesday. So to make up for that, we're going to be streaming that Monday, the day before, at the same time, 7 p.m. Central. Thanks to Master Figures, I'm going to be attempting Spawn. And then apparently the following week, when we're back, I'll be doing Guile from Street Fighter. So looks good. Hey, Melissa, thanks for coming in. Sorry, you just caught the end, just catching the end here, but we are going to be, again, all the, play and replay. There we go. Words. Replay will be up, so feel free to check that out. But yeah, anyway, guys, yeah, please, if you think about it, go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. All that good stuff. Follow me on the socials if you like. All the links should be down below. And yeah, again, thanks so much for your time and hanging out with us. I hope you had fun. And I will see you all next time. Thanks, everyone.